It's very unfortunate that the men of our province, who spend most of their lives away from home to earn a living, can't come back to their homes and actually know that their wives or their children are theirs and theirs alone. It's a situation that's been like it for many years. These business people control our families, they control our legal system, and they even control our courts. My name's Byron Pryor. I'm from Grubstake, Newfoundland. It's a small outport town of 2,500 people. I'd like to speak to you just before Father's Day about my dad. He was a Marine captain. He went overseas with his group in 1939 from Newfoundland, volunteered in Her Majesty's Navy, arrived in Great Britain to be posted on Her Majesty's ship, the Victory, and returned back after 6 years at war, missing 2 fingers on his left hand, and here he's back very distinguished with his mom on a small island in Fortune Bay called Sagona Island. My dad was a mariner. After the war in 1949, he began working for the CNR, it was called then, the Canadian National Railways. After Newfoundland joined Confederation in 1949 with Mr. Smallwood, the CNR came to Newfoundland as part of Confederation and actually later became CN Marine. My dad started working on the CN boats as a seaman and worked there for a couple of years, 49, 50, and part of 51. After that time, he left the Canadian National ships and started working for Newfoundland private companies, private families, in Fortune Lake and Lake Brothers and in Grubstake Buffets. And basically in the beginning, his life was working for a Grubstake situation where he spent his time mostly away on the ships while our mother stayed at home, had children, and used his income to support the children through taking up credit at the company where my father worked. Dad was a captain who was liked by everyone. He didn't have people work for him, he worked with them. He got people from smaller towns to come work with him because he didn't want a large turnover. He liked to have family men. And I remember he would go get Paddy Power or Sylvester Hines in smaller towns on the Byrons Peninsula where we lived. These men were experienced seamen who knew Captain Randall and all liked to work with him. Our father, unfortunately, 6 years in the Second World War, walked to the beaches of Dunkirk with blood to his neck and gun over his head. Medals, 7 medals, 1 Distinguished Service Medal. Could taste the blood in his mouth on the beaches. He spent 6 years at war, and that wasn't the biggest and greatest war that he suffered in his lifetime. My dad came home from the war, a gentleman with his mom. Unfortunately, when he came back, he married our mother. I'm the oldest of 12 living children. 2 of my oldest brother, Tommy, is dead. My sister next to me, Ella Small, is also dead. And more than dubious circumstances for both of them.